I don't really care so much for the name of the act, but, and it truly does pain me to say this, I do love this part of my job, and well, you know what they say about love. Love hurts!
Oh, man.
Give a little tug on that thing, prove that it's real. It's on there.
Oh my God.
Would anybody else like to yank my chain? Alright, so these traps, they don't have the best reputation. Who didn't touch it? Almost everybody has touched it at this point.
Yeah.
Okay, this guy here, we should all probably wash our hands now at some point this afternoon. So, these traps, they don't have the best reputation these days. Ask an animal. They'll tell you. They're inhumane, they'll say. And rightfully so. Way worse for an animal to put his little hand in here than it is for me. And I've noticed over the years, it does get harder and harder to find these things brand new and shiny. They don't make nearly as many as they used to. I go shopping for mine at the flea market, where they're always cheap and they're always rusty. So guys, if you find yourself at the flea market in the future, you've had one too many beers, you see a trap sitting there, you remember the show and you think to yourself, I could have done that. It didn't break Blockhead Benny's fingers. It's not gonna break mine. You know what? You're probably right. Here's some advice. Put them all in there. Do not poke. And if you do break something, and you go to the doctor, and he asks you, who put you up to this? Don't point that crooked, ugly, broken finger back in my direction. I've got my own things. What else are we going to play with today? Here we have a mousetrap, which I'm going to attempt, keyword, to eat for lunch. One of our other performers does this act. Once while doing so, he had a bit of an accident. You see, it's supposed to hit your tongue. On the way to his tongue, his front tooth busts it in half and knocks it down his throat. He does his best to politely end the show, goes to the dentist, gets his tooth fixed, and then he wonders, can I find that piece of tooth I swallowed? Starts to look for it. What a messy job that must have been. But what an awesome souvenir that could have been. He couldn't find it. So guys, now's a good time to cross a finger or whisper a little prayer that I do or don't break a tooth. Everybody gets a vote. Maybe you're the type of person like myself that would like to see a bloodbath ensue. Pray that I break one, maybe I will. Or maybe that makes you nervous, you wouldn't want to watch that. You'd feel better off at the bar next door sipping on a beer. Pray that I break one. You'll get to that beer that much quicker because the show will be over. We'll all leave together. I will go to the dentist. You can go to the bar. When I'm done at the dentist, I'll look for you at the bar. Let's see what happens this time. Now, I do have a joke to go along with this, which is probably more painful than the act itself. Dare I say, moment of tooth? Told you it was bad. There we go. And truthfully, or rather, toothfully, pain on some of the busier days, it can taste a little bit bloody from time to time, but it's no steak dinner. Don't try it at home. Next up, the human blockhead. Why is it called the human blockhead? That's a good question. I do know this. You definitely have to be a little bit of a blockhead like myself in order to attempt something so dangerous. It's real simple. Just requires a hammer, a nail, a little bit of spit helps, and a nostril. The way I like to go about it, just keep pounding till either the lights go out or I run out of nail. I wonder which will happen first. Let's find out, guys. So, that right there. Not as far back as it ever wants to go. What, I got an inch left? I can get it back farther. All I gotta do is hit it harder. You guys can go have that beer we were talking about. I'll just lay down for a while. But I might not get back up. And I'm not ready to retire just yet. So now's the point of the show where I'm gonna need a volunteer to give me a little bit of help. Boy, I wonder, who is it going to be? Young lady in the front row, come on up. I need some help from you. We don't wait for hands to raise in this room because they don't raise. On stage, please. All right, so what is your name?
Jasmine.
Jasmine, I need some help from you, Jasmine. I need somebody to pull this thing out of my nose for me.
Thank God.
Now, yeah. What, did you think you were going to pound it in farther? Yeah. Sometimes guests do that. Why don't you just give a little push on the nail? Don't push too hard.
Yeah.
You can see it.
That's not
It doesn't really want to go back any farther. So Jasmine,
Yes.
there's two ways to get this thing out of my face. There's fingers, of course, or Jasmine. There is teeth. Any votes from the audience? What should Jasmine
Teeth.
Who's teeth?
Teeth.
Well, we know what the crowd wants to see, Jasmine. What are you thinking?
Oh, good God. Oh no. Just oh dear Lord. That's
Just bite the nail and get it out. Yeah, you can't after all those votes, especially seeing how it's being recorded. Yeah, you can't chicken out at this point. Whenever you're ready, Jasmine, get it out of my face.
Oh God, good God.
I'll even close my eyes if it makes it less weird. Can you use your fingers? Use your fingers. Give a round of applause for Jasmine, everybody. Hey, Jasmine. You really nailed it. And Jasmine, I do have some of this stuff for you because you never know what you might catch from a sideshow performance. Another round of applause for Jasmine. My favorite part of the whole show, the whole shebang. A bit of a snack. It tastes like candy. But it's not. I got one more for you. It's called Go Fish, very loosely inspired by a game I played in elementary school. It was Halloween time. They had a carnival for the kids. So I went to the haunted house. I played the cakewalk game. Walk into the Go Fish room, big blue curtain hanging up. They give me a stick with a string on the end of it, just like I'm fishing. The string goes over the curtain. Moments later, there's a candy bar at the end of my string. Here's how we play Go Fish.
Oh.
At the Museum of the Weird. There you have it, guys. I've gone fish. It looks worse than it feels. But only by a little bit. Would anybody like to get their photo taken with me? It's a real eye-opener. It's a real tearjerker, guys. Don't everybody rush the stage at once. Anybody have any fishing jokes they'd like to share? Eyeball puns, phrases like "you're a sight for sore eyes," or "I'm fishing for compliments." Let's see. This one was yelled at me a few days ago. I added it to my show. What do you call a fish with two knees? Toonie fish. That's a dad joke if there ever is one. Here's some more dad jokes. What do you call a fish with no eyes? A lot of people have heard this one. And what did the fish say when he ran into the wall? Damn. I'm getting these horrible things out of my eyes. That, thank goodness, is the end of my show now, guys. Yes, I will join with you in clapping. That it's over. So from here, we're just gonna send you right back down to the bottom, back into the cabinet of curiosities. Feel free to leave as slowly as you'd like to.